So
Yeah. It's just the current game with everything in it already.
Hey,
Oh, but the big thing about it is that
I already started the stream already, but just wait a minute and tell me about that shit, because I didn't know about that.
Wait, the stream's already on though?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay, fine.
Oh,
So
it's
Ultimate
on.
Injustice.
Don't tell me
Ult-
yet.
Oh, I thought it was on.
Yeah, but it's, I'm playing the music.
Okay.
I mean, like, you could talk, but don't tell me that yet.
I refuse.
This is like the worst choice yet.
Music choice?
Yeah.
I think
This
this
has
is
to be the
worst
worst game music ever. Uh-oh. Skype says there's a problem with the calls.
Oh god.
What does
Can you
that
hear me?
mean?
It's probably Ricky. Is Ricky even there?
Ricky, say some shit. Okay, well, whatever.
Well,
am I back?
Yeah, I
Yes.
think so. What'd you do?
My internet just
Gay porn? I just saw those stupid things you guys are wearing. Alright, you guys are idiots. What's up, internet? How's it going? Why are you guys wearing these ridiculous outfits? Rip and
what
Rixa?
are you speaking of?
It's not
It's perfect.
clever or funny in any way. But I do
Is
like
Rick
how it
still
follows...
frozen?
I don't know. You think he is?
He looks frozen to me.
He looks like an idiot to me, just like you.
Typical.
How does it follow
Typical.
your head like that? That's what I want to know.
Idea. It is excellent. Quite excellent. So it looks like we lost Rick.
Really, we're not missing much. I mean,
No.
let's be honest.
A whole lot.
I like how he's got his beard kind of crooked in that freeze frame, though. Pretty good. Anyway, I'm not sure how hard it is going to be to get him back, but whatever. Internet, how's it going? How you guys doing? You're watching ATP Live, I guess. I mean, I got
Yes,
so
sir.
many windows open right here, and then I'm trying to set up the cameras and whatnot, and these guys are fucking around with monocles, and I mean, this is what you get. This is the production you get. This is what I'm dealing with here. Why does the monocle get bigger and smaller?
Depending on whether I get closer.
Don't get closer. Oh, there goes Ricky.
Further? There goes Rick. Does that mean I'm like split across two screens or something?
God, yeah, you are. Yeah, we got these things too. Where's Ricky?
Oh god. Oh, laughing.
Yeah, dude. This might be fun for a while, actually. I could see myself playing with this for a good 20 minutes. So yeah, internet, how you guys doing? I got some. You were just telling me about some shit, which I'll ask about in a minute because I didn't hear about it. I spent all day, in waiting rooms getting X-rays done, and the fucked up thing is, at the end of the day, the guy didn't even do anything. He ended up talking to me about how he got an autograph from his favorite author more than my ankle. So I was pissed, I was like, come on, dude. I don't give a fuck about that. But basically, I don't even know what's going to happen. I got an X-ray. I don't know. He said he's going to let me know. This was the guy I found off the streets.
A little backstory, man, because I still don't even know what happened to you.
I was skateboarding. Ricky and I were playing skate, and I tried to do a heel flip, and then, oh, God. Exactly. Precisely. That is exactly what happened. It's almost like you were there. So, I don't know what happened. My ankle's been fucked up for like 2 weeks. It started to get a little better, so I went to work. It got worse. Anyway, I went to it's the last resort if I'm going to go see a quack about this kind of shit. But I did, and he proved to me exactly why I don't do that. But I did get X-rays, and the results hopefully will be in soon enough, I guess. I don't know. But
That's the real explanation. You were skateboarding.
no, I honestly don't have an explanation. I don't know what happened. It's just like I don't know what happened. It's some kind of a sprain that whatever. It doesn't really matter. The point is that
Damn, his face looks so much worse now.
Oh yeah, I have to. You got rid of the pirate hat and the beard. Don't I have to call him on Skype again?
Um,
Did he just
I think he
leave?
can actually call himself back in.
How can he
So
call
yeah, that'll be
himself
fine.
back in? I'm
It'll be
calling him.
fine.
Boom. Anyway, tell me about this. Oh, by the way, before I go on, I selected a winner already for the 8-arc arcade stick, and I got 2 more in the mail today. Apparently,
What?
they came out with the new arcade stick that I don't know about. Some kind
Glowy
of
one.
Quamba Light Action 2. I don't know. But I got 2 of those. So anyway, I'll announce the winner that later. Those are kind of funny, I guess. Anyway, I'll announce the winner of that at the end of the show, and the reason I'm going to do that is because that's what they do on TV, you know, like Maury Popovich and stuff. So we're gonna do that too. There's probably a good reason. Anyway, regardless of all that jibber jabber, what is this Injustice Ultimate Edition? I did not know about this. Explain.
So they just announced that there's going to be an Ultimate Injustice released, and it's not going to have any new characters, etc. What it's going to be is just all the current DLC up to now, plus assuming the balance patches, etc., all in one package. I think they're including all the skins as well, and I think they may have announced a new skin today. I'm not sure. I didn't check the internet, but that's basically what it is. So it's a compilation of all of the DLC they released after the original game came out in April. So 6 months later, they're having the ultimate version released, and that's exactly what it's going to be.
I like that.
Exactly what it's going to be. And but as far as it doesn't seem like they're going to release additional characters after that, because Ed Boon had a tweet like with someone where they asked, "What about this character?" And then Ed Boon was like, "Oh, I really wanted to have that character too, but sometimes you just can't make it. Perhaps in a sequel or something." You know what I mean? So it sounds like he's like, "Yeah, no more DLC. Maybe if we do a sequel sometime for Injustice."
Wow. So the game is complete, and they're coming out with a version of the game that is more complete that you pay for. It's on a disc, or is it downloadable only?
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. So it's on a disc, but the other big news
Come on,
about
man.
it is that
Rick's does at the beach, and we're over here just jibber jabbering, man.
look, basically the cool thing about this Injustice re-release is that it's coming out for PS4. So it's coming out for
Ooh.
PS4 and PS Vita and PC as well. So there you go.
Who? Can we not hear Ricky? Is something wrong with him?
I don't know, man. It's working better this way because we definitely can't hear
this isn't
him.
bad. This is not half bad. Anyway, did they say anything about an update to graphics?
They did not.
Oh,
but
that
I
was
assume
hilarious.
That
I
was
assume the
not
PS4
hilarious.
version. I assume the PS4 version will have updated graphics.
But you only assume that.
Yeah, because they have someone. They have a different company doing the PS4 port. So and I think they're also doing the PC port.
Wow,
So
if
it's,
it's another company, maybe the online will be good, and we won't have to worry about all kinds of shitty ass problems.
Yeah, and the
in
hitboxes will be
gameplay.
better and stuff. Yeah, it could be pretty good.
They should have another company do that. I wonder. Capcom. I don't know, man. That sounds kind of lame. That sounds really lame. I was excited the moment you said it because I thought maybe the big thing that I'm waiting for, the AE or the whatever, will come in that form. But it seems like that's just more of the selling the same game over and over again, which he said it earlier. Let me see if I can get this to work. Boom. I didn't do the clock. Anyway, I mean, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? I mean, you just told me about it, but what do you think about it?
I think it was expected, so it doesn't bother me a whole lot. Like if you're a competitive player and you were trying to compete in the game, then you would have bought the DLC anyway. If you didn't want to play the game at all for 6 months after it came out, then sure, now you have a chance to buy it all together. But it would have waited. You would have had to wait 6 months for it. So, I don't know.
Interesting, Ricky. What are your thoughts? You still don't give a fuck about that game, and you're retarded, right? I'm so close to just hanging up on you right now. It's like,
Dude, we all know what it is. It's money, Dan. And, if people already haven't bought the game, then that's cool, I guess.
that just seems kind of like not cool. I don't know. It
I
just
mean,
seems like-
I just imagine the game's probably going to be like, what, $40 or something? Or
How
30?
How could they do that? It just seems so unethical to me. for them to do that?
I feel
Yeah.
like they did it before with Mortal Kombat, so everyone
Did
knew they
they?
were going to do it. Yeah,
I don't
it was
remember
the
them.
Mortal Kombat Complete Edition.
I was not aware.
That's what I think. That's what it's called. It's called Complete Edition,
With a
not
K,
Ult.
obviously.
I assume so.
Yeah, that's how they do it. All right. Well, I mean, okay. I guess I don't give a shit about that. I guess
Like I
none of
said,
us give a shit about that.
nope.
You know what? We were gonna talk about some other shit, but you know what I thought about just now that kind of is interesting to me about something that people might be able to call in about. So I recently did a Jinpachi tutorial, right? It was just the standard whatever that I usually do. And the day after that, I got a phone call from Shano. The three of us know Shano very well. The internet, for those of you who don't know who Shano is, he is a gentleman who I've known for at least 15 years. He's been playing competitively as far as Tekken and Soul Calibur goes for many, many years. And he's always been really passionate about just the game. He's really been into whatever game he's playing. He's a competitor, so not a casual player. He was born in the arcades, and he currently, he kind of got old, and he has two kids, and they're like, becoming adolescents, and he doesn't have time really to play Tekken and care that much about Tekken, right? Or so you would think. Now, the day after I put that out, he calls me up and he's just talking to me about it. And he's like, "Oh, I watched all of it," and he's just talking to me about it, right? And first, when I saw the phone ring, I was like, "Oh, it's Shano. Let me see what he's up to." Thinking like, I don't know what he's gonna say, but I did not expect him at the age of, I think he's like 45. And this is I'm thumbs upping this at the age of 45, calling me up and just to talk about strats, like. All he wanted to do was talk about strategies, ask me questions about the tutorial, ask about how that could apply maybe to his characters or whatever. And after we had this conversation and I hung up the phone, I thought to myself, like, man, that guy is way better than me, like, in terms of being a fan. Like, I don't do that anymore. And I miss doing that. It was almost inspirational. Like, I couldn't believe it. I hung up that phone call thinking to myself, like, damn, dude, that's cool. This guy's old, he's got a family, a wife, he's a father. He's doing all kinds of stuff that none of us want to do. And he still finds time not only to maybe turn on his PS3 and, like, play for an hour until your girlfriend or wife nags at you. This guy cares enough about Tekken to, like, be thinking of in-depth strategies, applying them here and there, blah, 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 blah. So I was really impressed with that. And I was also inspired by that. So what I want to know from you guys, and this is what we're going to take calls about today, is do you guys feel like you are still truly passionate about Tekken? Or has it become like, this is what I've been doing forever. Most of my friends do this. I mean, whatever. Like, is it like that for you guys? Ricky, what do you think? You first, if you're not frozen. God, you're such a piece of shit. Rip, you first.
God, what is up with Rick?
I don't know.
Does he not even hear us?
I don't know.
Anyway, this would be really funny if he's not on the Skype call. But Shano, I mean, are we passionate
He's
about
not
Tekken
on the
as a
Skype call. Is he? He's right there.
He is. Anyway,
Fuck that
so
guy.
yeah, am I still? I don't think that I'm as passionate as I was like in Tekken 5. I think that was kind of my peak. That's when I decided like I'm gonna really learn the game. I'm really gonna get competitive with it. And then Tekken 6.0, I was playing it but not as much, and then BR came and I started playing it a lot. And I was still very passionate at that point. Tekken Tag 2, when it launched, I was super passionate. That was just a year ago, basically, and it's only been, in the last 5 months maybe that I've kind of dropped off a little bit. So I mean, I think it's kind of like a wave, like it goes up and down, peaks and valleys, whatever. But long story short, I think I'll be more interested once another Tekken's announced, just not for this current one. And by the way, about Shano, he does play a lot of Tekken Revolution, like tons. He's got something like 1,700 wins the last time I saw him, which was like a month ago. So he's probably cracked the 2,000 win mark in that game already.
Is that a lot?
Yeah, I mean, dude, 2,000 wins?
I
mean,
don't
like,
know.
How many
do
games
I
have you
have?
played? How many have you gotten in Tekken Tag 2? Like, I don't even think
don't
I'm at
know.
2,000 in that game. So yeah,
I don't
it's a
really
lot.
pay attention to it. I feel like online games don't even count as games. Oh God. There goes Ricky.
Yep.
Anyway, I feel like online games don't even count as games. Like 20 of them count as one, or 100 of them count as one game. So I don't even really look at that, to be honest. But you're talking about the time spent, right?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. The amount of time he still puts into playing the latest Tekken games.
That's very interesting to me because then that goes towards what you said earlier when I was like, hey, what do you think about talking about on the show? And you said, the first thing you said was, we're all online players now and it fucking sucks. I mean, that's so weird to me that I didn't know that. I didn't know that Shano is like a huge online player. I mean,
Yeah. Oh no, he's huge in
that's
Revolution.
that is crazy. Shocking almost because that means that he's putting a ton of time into the game, but then doesn't feel the need to come compete. And that makes me think like that's basically everyone, right? JMS, Qbert, like all these people out there that you still see around. You see, they're around. They just don't come out anymore and have retired from competing. So, yes. Who is it?
Get the door, dude.
We can't hear you, you fucking moron. I'm the one that doesn't know how to use computers. Turn your shit on. You're retarded. God.
Add me to the Skype call, dude.
Oh, all right. I'll do that. I'll do it. Okay, you're in the Skype call. I got a little emotional there, but I mean, and then you got him playing Tekken. Yeah, who is it?
Finally, damn. Alright, go on. You were talking about Frenching Jimmy in the butthole?
Yeah, I'll do that. Oh yeah, if he wins, I told him I'd do that. If he wins in Korea, I didn't say I'd French his butthole, but I said I'd kiss him. Like a congratulatory kiss, like I gave to Sukin when he, won against I think it was Kane. You remember that?
Yes.
You don't remember that.
Hey, by the way, if I get disconnected one more time, just kick me off the
I'm
show.
about to kick you off anyway. You look like a
Alright, cool.
fucking moron, dude. Like maximum level. You're never on the show again. That's it. It's like way
I'm running
over.
black status now?
Yeah. Oh yes, you are blacklisted. Yeah, but run it blacklisted. Most certainly. Oh, nice horns.
Thank you.
Cool. Anyway, internet. So this makes me think. There's two topics you can call about. First topic is, if you're one of those guys that used to compete, but you have quit, yet you still spend a lot of time playing the game online, I want to hear what you have to say about yourself. I mean, how do you sleep at night? That's what I want to know. You still spend tons of time playing this shit online like Shano. What is it about the game that doesn't make you want to go out and compete anymore? That's one topic you can call about. Secondarily, Shano is playing Tekken Revolution. What I was talking about with Charles the other day is he hates the fuck out of Bound and Tag Assault. Personally, I recently have come to the conclusion that I hate Tag Assault. That is the shittiest mechanic ever put into Tekken. I think it's shitty because in the world of Tekken, in the rule book and the gravity and the wall schematics and all that put into one equation, Tag Assault is way too finicky. It's just ridiculous to expect people to know everything about these situations when the game is so heavily reliant on combos. Another revelation I came to about Tekken Tag 2 when talking to Charles about Bound and Tag Assault was, back when they included Bound to Tekken, it was something that inspired creativity. You could do more with Bound than you could with no Bound, just regular juggles, because it gave you options, right? But with Tag Assault, it takes all of that away. What it does is it forces players to use maximum damage. There is no more style combo with Okazemi. There's no more this is flashy shit or whatever. Now it's just, if you activate the Tag Assault, you're going to give them rage. So you better make it 100% worth it. So the more I think about Tekken, the more I think it's about maximizing damage. And if you think of it that way, then it's a fucking weird system because Tag Assault is extremely important yet finicky. And the game revolves around maximizing damage, but to maximize damage, you have to use this finicky tool in Tag Assault. So, personally speaking, I am very frustrated with Tag Assault. I don't like the way it works. I think that Tekken Tag 2 would have been a better game if it just had bound and tag bufferable launchers, tag throws, and a regular tag mechanic. So it would be a lot more like Tekken Tag 1, and the damage is just crazy, of course. So, I mean, personally, that's how I feel. This is, after all this time of thinking about Tekken Tag 2, this is the conclusion that I've come to. I haven't even asked you guys about this in just our everyday conversations, you know? So what are your thoughts on this? Ricky, if this is your last opportunity to not fuck up. What do you think about this?
I'm pretty sure my internet's gonna disconnect right when I say
What
something
is this
interesting.
bullshit internet you got? Anyway,
Dude, I don't know what's going on.
and
Time
you're not
Warner's
going to say anything interesting either. So go ahead.
Well, Time Warner can French my butthole, anyways.
You're all about that, huh?
He is, trust
Frenching
me.
buttholes.
I don't agree with you because just I didn't like bind in Tekken 6, but it was because I felt like it handicapped you to you had to put a bind in your combo. You couldn't be more creative than just you had to do something, bind something. The creativity wasn't there because you just were forced to do bind. I didn't, and with the tag assault filler, I actually like that just because even though it's kind of finicky, you're allowed to kind of do different things with it. And be more creative. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Like I never liked the bind system to begin with, but in tag I like it more than I'd ever liked it in Tekken 6.
Well, think of it this way. Yeah, sure, you're allowed in terms of the rules to make it, more creative with tag assault, but I'm talking about as competitors. Like we're trying to win over here. If you turn that fucking button on, if you push tag during your bound, you better be ready to do max damage or you're fucking up. I mean, that's the way the rules are. This is the rules of the game. So, to me, that takes a lot away. Like, it takes a grip away from the game. While if you look at Tekken 6, there are some scenarios where, like, let's say this is just out of the cosmos. Lars counter hit down back 4 into while standing 2-1, and it bounds them in the face up, head towards position, right? Off of that, in Tekken 6, there are a lot of situations, a lot of things you could do, tech traps, all kinds of stuff you could do. But in this game, it's like, you better fucking tag assault that shit if you're going to, and turn them around, flip them over somehow, and then finish the combo with as much possible damage as you can. I mean, if you're doing anything other than that, then what are you doing? You're giving them rage. You're not doing max damage, so you didn't need to tag assault. To me, that is a big restriction on the combo system. It just makes it... It's interesting because when the game first came out, it seemed like the combo system was so like robust and like amazingly diverse for every person. Everyone's going to be doing different combos and whatever. But the way it panned out is it's really kind of constraining on the combo system. It forces you to do maximum damage. You're shaking your head, but let me get a rebuttal.
Look at James. How's Just from James doing all this bullshit with his two characters, tech traps and everything like that? He's doing it and he's not doing max damage every single time. He's doing setups, and there's other players like that. I think the one guy that I thought of immediately was Mr. Taxi, because that guy never did a combo. He always dropped his combo on purpose so he can just set you up for some other bullshit. And it was like, I think this game allows you to do that. Obviously, if you want damage, you go for the max damage combo, but you don't have to. And you never had to.
So you genuinely think that that's a good idea? I mean, like, even though they do it and they succeed at times. I mean, I've seen people succeed with catastrophic mistakes. Just because it worked, do you think it's a good idea? I don't. I personally think that when you're hitting the tag assault button and you're giving them rage, every time James does some shit like that, I think, man, this guy's a moron, dude. Yesterday he was playing against Repaul. I was watching that shit with my eyes glued to the screen. And let me tell you, that guy did a funky-ass juggle, and it could have won the round, but instead he decided he wanted to backdash all the way out and then run all the way in and do all this fucking Mickey Mouse operation bullshit. I think it's a bad idea. I think if you do that, you're trying to get a date for the night. You're not trying to win. This could be my personal feelings on the game, but as far as, let's say, critiquing either of you, I can't remember a time when you guys have done a tag assault just for a setup. You know, like, that's just not the way you play the game. You know? What do you think, Rip? What are your thoughts?
So I don't think that tag assault necessarily limits your options for Oki, etc. Because I actually do have setups specifically at the wall. Like, I mean, to me, it's that you have to tag assault to get damage, more damage, and then you can still set up Oki options after that. So, like, I have setups, you know, like if they tag crash after certain things that say in my combo after tag assault it's a certain way, I can still do Oki after that in a certain way. You know, or I can bait attack crash and whip punch with that.
Right.
James has setups where, you know, he'll get like a running shoulder if you tech roll, he'll get like a sword sweep if he drops the combo after attack assault, etc. So I mean, I don't think it really limits your Oki options.
No,
but
no, no.
I think
it limits your combo
it's
options. It's to me, it feels like it limits your combo options. Anyway, go ahead.
I don't see it as limiting your options as very differently than it did in Tekken 6, you know, with Bound. You know, I don't feel like that's very different.
But the only big difference is you didn't have to pay any toll for using
Right.
Bound.
I know. You're giving
That's
them
the
rage,
thing.
etc.
Yeah. That's the big factor in this game. It's almost like you're discouraged from either you don't want to use Tag Assault too early because you're going to give them rage too early, or you don't want to use Tag Assault in a combo that's not going to do a lot of damage because it's like a waste of a Tag Assault. You gave them rage. Or if you're going to use Tag Assault, I mean, you have to make it count, right? I mean, that's the theory. They gave it a price. If there's a price to pay, then you want to make, you know, you want to be frugal. So you want to make sure it counts. You get the maximum amount of damage. In some people's minds, like let's say in James's mind, he thinks that, okay, the maximum amount of damage that I'm going to get from this combo is not enough. Instead, I'm going to sacrifice giving this guy rage. I'm going to give it to him for the chance that I'll land this Okazemi afterwards. So, I mean, I understand that exists, and he is taking that, like, risk. He's doing that intentionally. But to me, like, if Korean players watch that, really good players, the best in the world, any one of them, watch that, they would say, oh, look at this guy. He's kind of cute. That's cute. But he's never going to win. I mean, that's what I feel like they would say. You know, like, it's just cute. It's only cute now. Back in the day, I felt like the combo system could be cute and dope, you know? Now, it's either cute or max damage. You know, that's how I feel about it. And this is Internet. If you are so inclined, we're interested in your opinion on this as well. So feel free. The big-ass phone number is right there on the screen. I think this should work, but it's been a week since I did it last time, so I don't even know if this is going to work correctly. What does that one mean?
This is drama.
Where is it?
It's the Greek face mask things.
I feel like we're going Inception, dude. It's tight.
Greek face mask things, huh? All right. Well, whatever. In the meantime, tell me about Wednesday Night Fights, Rip.
Dude, the best part about okay, so I've been to Wednesday Night Fights in like 5 weeks, whatever. The best part about it though was just that I got to play offline, and it's crazy how fun it was. Like, I feel like not playing offline in such a long time, and having played so much offline before that, I guess beforehand I was kind of like just going through the motions when I was playing, and now that I kind of had a break from it and came back to it, like it felt so good to just be able to like duck something on reaction and launch someone easily, you know, like I was like, oh, so good. And I mean, it was a lot of fun for me. I just had a ton of fun playing the game offline yesterday. You know, tournament wise, I got to beat.
Why the fuck did you pick that shit, dude? Everyone was hating your guts, including myself. You know? I mean, why would you do that? I mean, are you trying to get people to dislike you? Why would you pick Dr. B and Beck? Why would you do that?
Because I sent Just Frame James to losers with just that team.
Why would you pick him in losers? Why would you pick him in winners? Why would you even pick that team? It's a troll team. You're an online player. This is what you're doing. You're proving that you're an online player by trolling people offline.
I was using the most because we had a discussion a couple weeks before I stopped going to tournaments, where we talked about like, you know, low tier teams and high tier. We were all talking about how we're gonna use Jinpachi or whatever, and we talked about who the lowest tier characters were, and like we brought up like Dr. B and Beck. So I was
Okay.
like, okay, let me try this team out and see what. So I picked the team, and then I beat two people in the tournament. Then I came up to James. I beat Vietnam Tom with it much easier than I would have beat him if I was using my regular team.
Why do you think that is?
Because he doesn't know the matchup experience. He doesn't have any
Precisely.
matchup experience. I know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's fine. So anyway, I played James, who
Okay.
has used Beck before, does not have match experience against Dr. B. So the first match, I beat him, and like I don't have maximum combos or whatever, you know what I mean? But like it's half matchup experience and it's half me or half his inexperience against what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? Like with Law, he knows I'm gonna duck to like go for a crouch dash mix up in certain situations. But when I have Dr. B in there, I'm not gonna duck. You know what I mean?
That's
So
matchup experience. I mean,
no, I mean like character match experience versus player matchup experience. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, point is, I beat him, and then he next match he beats me 3-0 rounds, and then we go to third match, and I beat him. It was closer. It was I think I won 3 rounds to 1, but I did it. So I was like, all right, fine, I can beat him. And then I played MYK, and he was like hella. He was there when I beat James, so he had seen a lot of how I play. So he beat me, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna switch out to Laws now, whatever. I beat MYK with Laws. James, I came back to the grand finals. In that break, while I was playing MYK in winners final, and the break that we had waiting for stream time, I didn't know it, but James was like, over in practice mode, just studying Doc to be in and out, whatever, whatever. So,
Yeah, that sounds
so
like
yeah,
it.
when he came back to, so grand finals, like he beat me the first match, and
hey,
I
let me
stopped it
answer
right there.
this guy's call. Maybe he's gonna call you a bitch. Oh, I fucking fucked up again, son of a bitch. This is gonna happen every time. All right. Caller, I'll call back in a minute. Hey, keep it down. Hey, what's up, caller? How's it going?
Hey, heard about you again.
Oh, hey, what's up, man? You're gonna be a weekly caller? Hey, wait a minute.
Probably.
Hold on a second. How do I do this? Add people to this call. Boom. These guys are so obnoxious. Call failed. Why the fuck did it do that? Hey, I'm hanging up on you, dude. I'm like maximum level pissed. I spent all day dealing with a bunch of fucking doctors. A bunch of doctors and an x-ray machine. And then he tells me, right before I take the x-ray, he gets this big-ass bulletproof vest, and he drapes it over my fucking crotch, and he goes, oh yeah, you're gonna need this for the family jewels. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Are you gonna shoot me? What is this, a firing squad? Alright. What is this, dude? How do I fucking call these people? Oh, wait a minute.
asshole,
They're
call us
on
back on Skype.
hold. They're on hold. Hold on. Call on hold. How do I unhold them? Just give me a minute. Just give me a moment. Oh, okay. I think
Jesus.
I got
Hey.
it. Yeah.
What's up, man?
Oh, I'm chilling.
Do you have any good questions for us?
What's that?
Did he have any good questions for us?
Yeah, he asked why you're such a piece of shit. It was an umbrella question for all three of us. I'll let you go first, Rip. You know what? All right, someone else is calling. All right. Add to group call. Boom.
Oh,
Got
There
it.
you go.
Internet, what's going on? Finally did this right. Who is this?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, who's this?
yes, sir.
It's Manny Biggs from New York. What's going on,
shit.
guys?
What's up, Manny Biggs? How's it going,
up?
man? All right.
Finally picked me up, man. I was calling like a million times last week and you kept ignoring me.
I've been trying my hardest to ignore your ass every time, man, but you slipped through, dude. All right, what's up? How's it going? What's on your
That's
mind?
all right. I'm persistent. You mentioned earlier if I'm what type of person am I?
Mm-hmm.
I'm the first type of person, as in I used to compete a little bit locally. Stopped, but I play a shitload of TR online now because I kind of stopped giving a fuck about second time too. And the reason for that is the fucking bloated roster and
Okay.
all of the bullshit. Now, I got to ask you guys something.
Sure.
What's your stance on these invincible moves? Are you pro-invincible move?
Very good question. I'll let Ricky answer that first because he looks like a moron. Go ahead.
I'm not necessarily pro or against it, just because it's in the game. You got to get used to it. I mean, the risk reward is, there. So
That's true.
I'm okay with it. It's not. I don't think it's game breaking, and I don't think it's just different for Tekken.
I agree. Go on. Paul, what are your thoughts?
No, yeah, I agree with Rick. I mean, it's very frustrating, and I know there are certain situations that are just kind of ridiculous. You know, like people can do something like really unsafe from far away, or like say you can do like lasers into invincible, etc. Or you can like Paul whiff a shoulder, and as they run into punish it, shoulder again for invincible. So I mean, that kind of part of it is stupid, and hopefully, if they introduce it in future games, they'll figure out a way to make that balance better. But as is, I think Ricky's right. There's risk reward, pretty good risk reward for using it and for getting it blocked or defending against it. So I'm okay with it.
Interesting. Okay, so you just made me think of something that I had never thought of. But before I get to that, personally, I think that there's nothing wrong with invincible moves. I think they act exactly like crush moves in the game. So you can interrupt an invincible move before it becomes invincible, but after you've inputted the move, just like a hop kick or a high crush or whatever. So for that reason, I think they're cool. I also agree with Ricky that the risk reward is there. The risk is fucking huge. The reward is kind of... They land standing up, too, for Christ's sake. So it's like, that's cool. The thing that Rip just mentioned, I had never really thought of as being a pain in the ass, but now that you mention it, invincible moves do add something to Tekken that I think weren't there other than the obvious. And that is, now it forces players to whiff punish way more accurately. Because before invincible moves, a whiff into a whiff punish that didn't happen well would result in a block from the person who whiffed, right? So let's say I whiff down forward 2 and Rip, you hit me with electric, right? If you don't land that electric perfectly, if it's late, I'm going to block the electric, right? So this is the way that transpired. Now, if I do an invincible move after a whiff, which is what you're saying people do a lot, and I've encountered it as well, it's punishing the guy who's doing the whiff punishing. So it's turning the tables in a more extreme way when it comes to that than before. Personally, I think that could be a good thing. It could be a way for Tekken to still remain like an advanced game, I don't know. I haven't put too much thought into that, but as of right now, Manny Biggs, I'm a fan. I think it's cool. What are your thoughts? Do you think it's cool?
I do. There's another dimension you guys forgot to mention.
What's that?
They typically don't have real tracking. Like, from my experience, I could typically sidewalk them very easily to the right, and on the whiff, they're just as bad as they are on block. It's not like some orbital heel shit where Brian could whiff it and he's good,
Right.
So you could typically launch them with the slowest launcher in the world. If you thinking like they're trying to bait a whiff punish from you so they can spam it, you could like dash up to them and throw in a little side step to the right. And that'll typically make it lose out. And then if they do nothing, then so what? You're playing the neutral game. There's no skin off your back. But you do have to be more on point with punishing. You're right.
Whoa, that was a weird sound that made. But anyway, did you guys hear that too?
Yeah.
That was very peculiar. Anyway, but yeah, I agree. Basically, the inclusion of invincible moves to me is very Wake Up Dragon Punch-like. And that's not a bad thing. That allows people to feel like they have options and control when in reality they don't. Manny Biggs was just talking about all this stuff you could do to beat it, and there's a much longer list than that. So maybe the inclusion of invincible moves is a great thing for the series and for, allowing new players to feel more comfortable than they really even should. But we're getting another call, so hopefully this isn't a... meat spin.
There's one more thing. One more thing I want to say about those moves.
I forgot you were there, dude.
Now, I don't know if I'm sounding weird. I'm calling for my cell phone. It's a little fucked up.
Oh, it's all good.
One more thing I like about these moves, and it's actually your boy, the main man. He made a video talking about them, and he labeled them as anti-bullshit moves. And like you said earlier, it's a crush move. Now, not everyone could be Mr. Princess Jimmy J. Tran and study the game left and right, have the time to know the ins and outs of every character. But when you know that someone's abusing a string or something that they shouldn't be, or someone's abusing some sort of tactic that you haven't had the chance to go into the lab to figure out yet, it gives you a nice crutch to handle your business, and then you could go and look that stuff up afterwards. So I really appreciate it for that. And personally, I hope they include it in future Tekken games. And anyone who disagrees with me, you're a bitch. Thanks for taking my call.
All right. Yeah, of course, man. Thanks for calling. That was a very nicely done phone call. I really appreciate that, Manny Biggs. The internet can actually produce Nice, normal human beings. I'm impressed. Let's see if this next one can live up to the shoes or whatever. Oh, fuck! I fucking hate this shit. I did it again, dude. I'm hanging up on you. Hold on. Is there a way to you know what? Fuck this shit. All right, call back in a second. All right, just call back.
Okay.
Will ya?
Okay.
All right. Jesus Christ, son of a bitch. Okay. Boom.
Hey,
Hey, what's up, dude? How's it going?
what's up, dude?
Hey, I
Yeah, I
noticed
just
that
wanted
we-
to call in and
Yeah, what's
see
going on? What's your name, dude?
I'm Rip. I'm from Southern California. Try to stay on calls once in a while.
No, you
People
can't
keep
do
hanging
that
up on
around
me.
here. Don't ever try that.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was
Bummer.
Hurtbox again. Second time he called. That's too good. Anyway, what happened to Ricky?
He's gone again, man.
Man, this is just out of control, But yeah, that's interesting. I didn't think about that. And you know what? I wonder, have you gotten that vibe from people? I mean, you and I are both Tekken players who interact with a lot of Tekken players. A lot of people send us emails and shit asking about stuff. Do you feel like a lot of people like the invincible moves? Because from what I could tell, people seem to really like them.
I think it's honestly like a mixed crowd. Like I think there's a lot of people who like it and a lot of people who hate it. That's all.
No further. Like, I mean, I know a lot
No,
of people like
I
it,
mean,
a lot
like,
of people hate
that's-
it, but why? I mean,
Why? I can't speak for them. I mean, I think a lot of people just they get annoyed by it. Like they feel like they can't attack. It's like, well, like if I go in there and I have frame advantage and try to do something, he's just gonna hit invincible move and I'm screwed. So, like there's obviously situations you can set up where they can't get invincible move out or whatever. But I think in general, it's like
Is
it's kind
he
of
or
like a
isn't he?
counter hit death fist. Yeah, it's like I'm gonna try to death fist you, except it's gonna go through whatever you do. You don't even have a chance to trade most of the time.
I really do see it as as okay. So in Street Fighter, you get a lot of knockdowns, especially when you compare it to Tekken. In one round, you don't get as many knockdowns as in Street Fighter. So in Street Fighter, the wake up DP mechanism and the invincible wake up move kind of mechanism is the thing that kind of I can relate to in this. Except, you have to do it from the standing position, so it doesn't necessarily affect wake ups. And, most characters in Street Fighter either require a meter or have some other problem with their wake up move, unless it's like one of the very few that have a very good wake up DP. So, personally speaking, I see it as very similar to a wake up DP. Is he or isn't he going to do it? The strategy involved in a wake up DP. So when let's say you knock down an opponent in a 2D game, you're limited. It's just about that. Is he going to do it or isn't he going to do it? But in this game, since Manny Biggs just said 5 different things, and I can think of a bunch of different ways to beat it, and I'm sure you have strategies to beat, invincible moves. So personally speaking, I think that they're like Dragon Punches, but way better than Dragon Punches because
It's way more common for them because they're standing the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you can do Dragon Punches, standing as well. It's
I feel like in say in like a 2D game like Street Fighter or whatever, like when you knock someone down, like that's the time when you're thinking like, okay, now I gotta watch out for this wake up Shoryu. You know what I mean? Like it's very clear this is a moment. And Tekken Revolution has that as well. Like there's setups where people always use it after.
Yeah.
But I mean it's all like in the stand up game, so it's a little bit different. I think like DPs in Street Fighter, I don't feel like you use it for the invincibility a lot of times while standing. Like you do use it for that purpose. Like if you think they can do something, you're gonna DP. I'm fine. Ricky's in the chat, by the way.
God. Anyway, I got a phone call. Let me answer this shit before it fucks up.
Add to group.
I did it. Internet, what's going on? Who is this? Is this Hurtbox?
Yo, no, this is Steve from Chicago. What's up?
Oh, cool. What's up,
up?
Steve from Chicago? Have I met you?
Yo,
You sound
hey,
familiar.
I don't know what you guys are talking about because I'm not on stream. I'm not watching the stream.
Cool. All right.
Yo, what are you guys talking about, man?
Oh. All right. I'll fill you in. Okay. I'll just give you a quick one. Yes or no? Bound versus no bound versus tag assault. That's one topic. Are you an old school player that used to enter tournaments but now you only play online? And how do you sleep at night? That's topic 2. And what was the third one? Oh, yeah, invincible moves in Tekken Revolution. Do you think it should stay? Do you think it should go? Do you like it? You can pick one. Just pick one and answer it. And have I met you, dude?
No, man, but I'm a stream monster, man.
Okay,
I fuck
cool.
around on your streams all the time. And
All
I
right.
fuck around with Rip, too.
Okay, cool.
What's
your
your
No, but,
stream handle?
yeah?
dude.
What's your handle?
Oh, dude. All right, Rip, you ready? I'm the guy that's always like wins Battle Royale.
Oh, dude, you're MCZ Tokido.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm that dude.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm the big
Tokido
troll,
on the
man.
phone.
Okay, Tokido's on the
Yeah,
phone.
you already know.
It's an honor. Okay. So go ahead, pick one and answer it. Let's hear what your thoughts are.
Man, you know, I'm a very casual player, so I'm like a new school player. I've only gone to like one tournament.
Okay.
But you know, I just wanted to talk to you guys about like, what do you guys think is going on with Tekken, and like, why doesn't it take off like Street Fighter? Because I have a couple ideas.
Oh well, I'm all ears. This is the point, man. You could call in and get a load off, I guess.
Yeah, right on, man. So my idea is like, you know, Street Fighter. When Street Fighter 4 was first coming out, nobody was playing Third Strike anymore. It was pretty much a dead game, right? And I had a couple friends that they were like really competitive in World of Warcraft, and they don't play fighting games, but they still listen to Gutex's like podcast, his third Strike podcast. They don't even play the fucking game. You know, I really think that Street Fighter has like so many personalities out there that travel to all these tournaments to bring people in, and I feel like Tekken doesn't really have that.
You mean in terms of just people that support the scene, like Rip and myself?
You know, like people that are really good at like the PR thing. You know, like the Gutexes, the Seth Killians, the Ultra Chen, and you know all that other fucking bullshit. You know,
Well,
like
yeah.
us as Tekken players, we don't give a fuck, man. Like, you know, we don't even want to invite people over to our own fucking houses. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely know what you mean. I think you're probably right. I don't see why there would be more PR guys interested in a game that less people are interested in, though. I mean, that's basically what it is. The more popular a game, the more people will be interested in it, and among those people, select few, more than what we have now, will be interested in, you know, PR shit, you know? I mean, that's just, it's just not popular. It basically boils down to, you know, how hard the game is, I think, or how, I don't know.
But,
go ahead.
I feel like Tekken is better at bringing in more casual fans, because Tekken is like, I mean, regardless of what anybody thinks, I think Tekken is very good at being a mashing game, like a game where you can like go into the arcade and just press buttons and do decent against people that don't know what they're doing. You know what I mean? As opposed to like Street Fighter, where I don't know. You see what I'm kind of saying? Like, Tekken can be a mashing game where you can just mash buttons and it just does all this cool shit.
Well, I mean, you know, you're not the first person I've heard say that. And Rip has talked about his friend in the past, I think, saying something like that. Like, this game's tight. I could just mash and do all this shit. I mean, you're right. But there is some reason. I think it's not. You have to get past the, ooh, this is a fun toy to play with phase. And you have to get to the player feels like he's getting somewhere and he's good. And Tekken doesn't seem to hold players' hands all the way to that level. It holds their hands at first, like, look at these cool graphics and all this jumping around and, you know, cool combos, and you can do them by mashing sometimes. Boom, check this jump kick out, whatever. But it doesn't really take you from that to the next level, while Street Fighter gives you the same mashing feeling, and then, you know, it takes you further than that. It takes you to the next level, and you feel like you know what you're doing. That's my only explanation.
And going back really quick to the PR guys thing, like, I feel like, I mean, I was like an Ultra Chen, you know, talking about Tekken Tag 2 when it came out. You know, I feel like Gutex, he had you on when Tag 2 hit, didn't it, Eris?
He has had me on a bunch of times. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I mean, so specifically, like, I mean, the game has been shown through these Capcom PR guys. You know, it's, you know, we're on Wednesday Night Fights. When Tag 2 came out, we were on Wednesday Night Fights, like, as, like, one of the games that was streamed a lot. Mm-hmm. So the Capcom guys were all exposed to it. You know, it's just a matter of them not wanting to pick it up and play it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I don't know, man. All right, hey, before I go, I just want to call Ricksta a bitch, and I'm going to call in every week, man.
Cool. All right, you're welcome to if you want to, man. All right, thanks, man. Ricksta is a bitch. I agree with you. Mm-hmm. Take it easy, man.
Peace out.
See ya.
All right, that went reasonably well. That's interesting that he wasn't even.
You gave him 3 topics. Told him to choose one. He's like, screw that. I got my own topic.
Whatever, man. It's you could do whatever you want, man. I mean, I don't care. As long as you sound like a reasonable human and you don't bullshit me like that fucking doctor did earlier about.
Oh.
Anyway, here we go. Boom. Caller, what's happening?
First off, that dude that just called is a bitch. You guys are bitches. Fuck everyone here, dude. Fuck.
Hang up on this piece of shit.
What a dumbass, dude. Did you hang up on that guy yet?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Good shit.
Not enough Skype credit? Okay.
What?
Anyway, boom. What's
Oh.
up, caller? If you're Ricksta, go fuck yourself. How's it going? Caller,
Hello?
what's up? How's
Hey.
it going? If you're Ricksta, fuck off. What's going on?
Hey, Eris! It's
Hey.
Thoth!
Oh, my God.
Oh, Thoth.
How you doing?
Hey, what's up, Thoth? How's it going, man?
You playing Dead or Alive?
No, I'm not yet. What about you?
I am playing Dead or Alive. You should come out. We're beating Tekken in the turnout, except last week when we didn't.
By last week, you mean yesterday?
I don't know. Yeah, yesterday. Fuck me, dude. Damn it.
Where are you right now, dude? Are you? I can imagine you being like nude on the roof of a building about to jump off. The internet.
No,
you guys...
I'm nude in my house.
Oh, okay. On the roof of
And
your
then
house?
the piggies, dude, they say they love you. And then the 2 piggies. Apparently, though, I'm not allowed to talk about the piggies anymore.
Yeah.
Did you hear
don't
about
ever,
this?
Don't ever do that again.
No, not even here. Like in every community. I'm banned from doing it in Skullgirls. I'm banned from doing it on Tekken. I'm banned from doing it in Street Fighter. I don't know what people have against piggies.
Would you turn your stream down?
Fine, God, I have to press so many buttons. So, I don't know if you heard about this. About Tekken
Would you
7
turn
being
your
on the
fucking stream
PlayStation.
down?
I did. Calm down, baby. Piece of cheese.
Okay, that's better.
Wow, you are delayed so hard. You might as well be.
Delayed hard? All right, see you
Tekken
later,
7.
Thoth. Thanks for calling, man. Jesus.
Bye.
Take it easy. That was impressive. That was impressive.
Is it Ricky's stream?
Hey, Ricky, would you fucking... Oh, man. Look at his shades. Would you mute your goddamn shit? I just yelled at a guy, and it was you.
Idiot's not talking again.
He's an idiot. All right, what's up, caller? Please don't piss me off. How's it going?
Oh, Ari, ¿cómo estás?
Dude, add me to the Skype
Oye,
call.
solamente
Or now,
quiero
whatever, I don't
decirte
care.
que Rexta, ese pinche japonés, es una pedazo de mierda. Adiós.
What did he say?
I think that was Magneto.
It was Magneto? That was Magneto? Damn, celebrity calling? That was tight. What did he say? He said something about Rixta's pinching
He
me.
said Ricksta, yeah.
Muerta?
Ricksta's pinching you and...
Pinching muerta.
Yeah, dude, it was awesome.
I don't think he liked you, Ricky, but
No.
thanks for calling, dude. Take it easy.
Hey, you gotta add Ricky to Skype.
Oh, God. Hold on, let me add this
I don't know
dude.
why.
Hey, what's up, caller? What's going on? Are you Thoth? Caller?
Damn it.
Well, that's
Fuck
the
the
end
call.
of
The
that.
callers.
Yeah, all right. You got an echo, you moron.
My bad.
Hey, what's
There we
up,
go.
caller? What's going on? What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm hurt, Box again.
Oh, hey, what's
Do
up,
it
dude?
right this
I did it
time.
right. I did it right. What are your thoughts on this,
Okay.
man? You play Tekken, right? And you're...
Okay,
you're-
well,
Yeah, go ahead.
on the Tekken, on the invincible moves thing,
Mhm.
I think it's kind of double-edged. Like,
Okay.
can't talk right now.
Bummer.
At first, it kind of negates a lot of people from mashing strings. So a lot of beginners, like I get on tag too, where you get a lot of people just constantly mashing. You can just invincible move out of it, and that kind of messes with a lot of them. And like you guys said, it forces you to learn how to whip punish correctly. But it's also really negative and easy to bait. I mean,
So what's
Easy to
the
bait, you can
double-edged
sidestep
part? Which
right
part
in.
don't you like?
I don't like how, I don't like the power system, like the stats, along with the fact that you can do something negative, and then they can just
or they do something negative, they can just invincible you out of retaliation.
So it's not
That's kind of the part that sucks.
Is it not the invincible moves? It's the RPG element? Because personally, I think that sucks
think-
ass.
Yeah, I think if they were to get rid of the stats, and if they were to try and balance it out, then it would actually work pretty well.
Yeah,
It's just that with the power, endurance, and all that, it just kind of throws everything out the door.
Well, yeah, I agree. I mean, when I play that game, I pretty much ignore that. I mean, it's such a stupid idea. I wish it didn't exist, but I can see why it exists to encourage people to play it every day
Yeah.
and level up. You know, I can see it, but yeah, I agree. That shit's gay, man. I totally agree with you. And
Yeah.
it's not necessarily the invincible moves that are the problem there. It could just be that the RPG element. What are your thoughts,
The
guys?
other mechanics that are in there.
Yeah, what are your thoughts, guys? What do you think, Ricky? This is absolutely your last chance.
Oh yeah, the stats things is stupid. I don't like it too much. That's what I'm so far behind. That's the reason why I don't play. Just because I don't want to go up against a 140,000 power guy and he death fist me once and I'm dead.
I don't find that to be discouraging in the least bit. When I'm playing that game, I feel like it's just because of the invincible moves, it doesn't matter how much power they have. I mean, what are you gonna do? I'm invincible during this shit. That's how I feel. So I've played against people that have 200 power and beaten them, and it's just like an online whatever experience. It's just take away from it what you will. That's how I feel about that game. But what about you, Rip?
Yeah.
What?
What are your thoughts on what he said? Weren't paying attention, huh?
I think the power thing is interesting, but after they got rebalanced, I don't think it's that bad.
Really?
I feel like the problem is when you're like totally brand new character or something and you haven't put any points into it and you run into someone with like 200 power. You know what I mean? Like if they're gonna do the matchmaking system not just by rank, like maybe they should do it also by like number of points in the character.
Yeah,
That's
as
all.
if there's millions and millions of people playing the game, right?
Exactly. I mean, dude, they announced like 2 million downloads or something, didn't they?
I don't know.
Yeah. So I mean,
How
there's a
many
lot
of
of people
those
who
are
downloaded it.
How many of those
How
are
many of those
what?
have what?
Kane.
Kane. Oh.
How many of those are Kane's alternates?
He's just the one. Just the one Kane. Anyway, all right, man. Thanks for calling again, dude.
If,
What's up?
I do have an opinion on that whole tag assault and like going for max damage and
I'm all ears.
that topic. What I think is with that is that tag assaults can be creative, but for the most part, like if I'm playing somebody like Fang and Jinbachi, I have to go for max damage all the time. But if you're playing somebody like Leo and Zhao Yu, you can tag assault like Zhao Yu in, do like unblockable setups and all that kind of stuff.
You can,
But, I
but
think
I mean,
only-
why?
You can, and I mean if it hits, and they got hit by it. But I mean it really only applies to heavy mix-up characters. I think trying to go for like not doing a tag assault filler and then, or just doing tag assault and trying to do a mix-up after it.
I mean,
With
personally,
most
for
characters,
me,
it seems
I think the only characters that you definitely can and potentially should do setups off of Tag Assault with are the shitty characters. I mean, they obviously are not able to produce adequate damage with a Tag Assault by the means that the game allows you naturally. So you have to go outside the box and do some weird-ass hypnotist unblockable shit to try to get some damage. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I get you, but personally that
yeah.
doesn't...
And then the other problem with it is tag assaults kind of like force you to kind of pick characters that work well with each other. You might want to play two characters, and they might not work very well with each other.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
Wong and Jinpachi, for example. They
Yeah.
don't. How much effort you put into those two versus the outcome isn't really worth it.
Yeah, I agree. The allegiance chart in the game definitely is not as big of a deal as max damage. I mean, one example is Nina and Lars, right? I think Nina and Lars might hate each other, or one of them hates the other one, but that's one of the best, highest damage output teams in the game. So, I don't know. I guess it depends on what they were trying to go for, but to me, teams are dictated by utility and damage output. That's really how you dictate whether a team's good or not, so... Anyway, man, I got a couple people calling in. Thanks for calling again, dude. Hey, everyone on the internet,
right,
check
no
out this
problem.
guy's YouTube channel, Hurtbox TV on YouTube.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure, man. Take it easy, dude.
All right, see all you guys later.
Later.
Take it easy.
Later.
Peace.
Ricky looks like Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, I guess. All right, internet. One more. Let's see. Boom. How's it going, man? Where are you from? What's your name?
What's up, guys? It's like,
Who?
What's up? Kiss Army.
Oh shit. What's up, dude?
yeah.
How's
How's it going?
It's going great. I'm.
Cool,
I got pain in my foot, but I'm okay.
Nice. So Tekken Revolution, I think Invincibles are good in a way, and I also have a little theory as to why they put them in the game.
Okay.
I think Invincibles are good because it kind of simplifies the game, and how they also took out the bounds. It allows for newer players to pick up Tekken easier, and plus it's free.
Yeah.
So I think Tekken is gaining a bigger audience with it, and then also the reason why they put it in, and like call me stupid if you think I'm wrong, but I think it might be like some sort of beta run for Tekken Cross Street Fighter.
Stupid. Sorry.
That you walked into that banana peel, man. Sorry.
Yeah, well, it's something that Tekken has never done before, and to me, it seems like a 2D fighter kind of a thing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying myself. I that's exactly what I was saying myself. I think that's why they put it in. I think that they see that Street Fighter has something that they don't, and they're trying to find what that is. And this is a test. You know, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
For sure, man. Well, thanks again for calling again, dude. Filling up the. What's up? Go
absolutely.
ahead. What do you say?
Oh yeah, I was just saying, yeah, anytime.
All right, man. Thanks again, dude. Take it easy, playa.
Yeah.
See you online.
Yeah.
You guys play him all the time, huh?
I've run into Ricky a lot. I haven't ran into Rip in forever.
The last time you called and hung up, Ricksta was like, "Man, that guy's always terrorizing me online." That shit was tight. Anyway, man. All right, dude. Take it easy.
Yeah, anytime.
See ya. All right.
Later.
Let's try one more. Hey, you guys should start thinking about your bitch callings, by the way. Hey, what's up, caller? What are you already on a phone call here? What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, dude?
How's it going?
This is Mr. Jesse Montez.
Who?
Mr. Jesse Montez.
Oh, hey, what's up, Jesse Montez? How's it going?
Good. Is the stream still going? I'm not watching it.
Really? That's the second person. Yeah, it's still going.
I'm outside. I'm smoking outside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's still going. What are your thoughts on the topic of the day?
What were they again? My bad.
Oh, boy. What are your thoughts on that first to 5 we played online?
Oh, my God.
I played this guy in a first to 5 for a T-shirt.
Yeah, you should definitely not upload that. But
I won't if you don't want me to, I guess.
Well, you know, I was there were flowers involved.
Right.
I don't know. As you like, a lot of people know, like it's my first second, so I'm still learning as I go.
But I mean, wait a minute. So you literally don't even know what we were talking about?
I believe something about invincible moves.
Hey, let me ask Rip and Ricksta this before we move on. Do you guys think that this is the best new player in SoCal? What are your thoughts?
As in, like, new to Tekken, or just like new
to
in
Tekken
SoCal?
Tag 2, I guess. Think about that. Because he's beaten MYK on multiple occasions. Who else notable have you beaten, Jesse Montez?
Just from James.
You've beaten him in tournament?
Oh, in tournament, no. Not yet.
Come on, player. Why would I ask you if you've beaten someone in casuals? Let's
in tournament, Tekken 10 and MYK. That was notable.
I guess, I mean, to me, that seems like already the best new player to Tekken Tag 2, right? I mean...
Run It Black.
Well, the only people I know that I haven't beaten...
Run It Black. Yeah, well, that pesky motherfucker got you beat by far. Bummer.
The only people I have not beaten in tournament that I can think off my head is you three and Run It Black, I believe. I don't know who else.
Come on, man. What about all those other people, like Incognito and Kyle and like
Kane?
Yeah, Kane.
I've never fought Ricksta. I never fought Kyle yet. Incog, that fool's just crazy. So
Yeah, what
One day.
happened to the? Do any of you guys know what happened to the Tekken Smash show?
I'm the next guest.
Are you really?
I've been the next guest for like 8 weeks.
Are you kidding? Can you tell me what's going on? I mean, are they not doing it?
No.
anymore?
I mean, literally, I was the next guest when the show was still going on,
Uh-huh.
and then it never happened.
What did
And
they say?
They haven't said anything.
It's just like, hey, you're the next guest. We'll let you know, playa.
And then,
Yeah, I think they just abandoned it.
Yeah, at some point it became me and Jimmy were supposed to be the next guests together,
Uh-huh.
and then it still hasn't happened. So,
Yeah,
I mean, that's
supposed to
kind of
do
what
one
we
of-
thought was gonna happen, though, right?
I was supposed to do
there's a lot of content.
Danger Room or something.
Interesting. And I hope nothing happened. I hope it's just because they're lazy and like nothing happened. But yeah, it's a pain in the ass doing a show every week. A huge pain in the ass.
MCZ Tokido had it right, dude.
What did he say?
We all
We don't have enough
appreciated
PR
it.
people.
Yeah, basically. I mean, none of us are that. You know, all we do is we like Tekken and we like talking shit about each other mostly. But you know, I mean, he's right. We don't have a lot of Gutexes, and we don't have a. But think about every.
They
other...
don't have a lot.
What do you mean they don't
Do
have
they?
a lot?
Do they have a lot of Gutexes and stuff?
Yeah, kinda.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
they kind of have a grip. I mean,
Damn it.
I'm not on his level of you know, handsomeness and douchebaggery, but you know, high level. You know, there are a lot. But I mean, what game doesn't? That's not Street Fighter or Marvel. You know, I mean, every smaller community, every outside community is lacking that. You don't need that shit. We never had that shit in the past. You just need people to play and want to go out and cut each other's fucking throats. That's what it's about, you know? Which definitely does not happen these days at all. But anyway, Jesse, what's up, dude?
What's going on? Well, I guess I'll stay on one topic. I haven't played Revolution since it pretty much came out. I don't really care about it. But Invincible Moves, I just kind of thought of it as two things. If you do not know the character you're up against at all, like, I don't know, whoever is just a gimmick character, say you have no experience with law and you don't know the strings, it's kind of like an anti-string bullshit.
Anti-ignorance.
You know?
That's what the other dude was saying. I forget which one it was, but someone earlier was saying that shit. So yeah, I mean, I
Well,
agree.
it's also, I mean, it's a first game for a lot of people since it's free, so they'll learn 10-string combos, and that just is kind of the answer to that. That's really the only time I ever used it, when I played. So.
Okay, all right,
But
man.
then,
Well, thanks
as
for
far
your
as the
input.
tournament
I
thing goes-
appreciate it. What's that?
I was going to say, as far as the tournament thing goes, you know, I barely just started doing tournaments, so I can't really answer that one.
What is your motivation? I am constantly thinking about that. Since you're a new player to Tekken Tag 2, and you pretty consistently show up, you come from really far away too. You're like an hour away. What is your motivation? Why do you do that?
I love the game, dude. I worked for Namco for a year in NorCal, and I worked on a lot of bullshit projects. I hope they're not listening to this. And one day some guy called in sick, and they're like, hey, you want to go take his spot? It's for Tekken. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I never played Tekken before. And it was just kind of cool. Like, I just got into it. I didn't think of it as work. It just felt like a giant arcade. It was like 30 of us in a room just playing Tekken. Like, it was dope. The days went by so fast, and I just kind of like just got into it. I remember Filthy Rich came in a couple times. I had no idea who he was, but that was cool. And I don't know. I like the fact I haven't got this from a game in a long time where you can constantly learn. Fuck, I've been playing for a little over a year now, and I'm still learning stuff. Like, that's really cool. You're getting.
You mean,
you know what I mean?
It takes more than a year to learn how to play Tekken? That is crazy. Come on, man.
Well, I started playing
Hang in
competitively
there.
like 3-4 months
Dude,
ago.
I know everything.
That's when I started quote unquote learning the game.
Yeah, it takes a fucking long time. A year is like fucking nothing. It's nothing. It's like literally.
Well, you know, that's
nothing.
what I hear. You know, for me, it's a long time. For others, it's like, damn, you've only been playing a year.
Yeah.
So it's
A
like,
year
whatever,
is
you know.
super nothing. So yeah. Anyway, man, thanks for calling in. I really appreciate it, dude. And thanks for not meat spinning this time, you shithead. All right, dude.
I'll get. If you go next week, I'll get you your shirts fun.
Oh, for sure, man. All right, cool.
All right, dude.
All right,
Take
take
it
it easy, man.
Later.
That worked out decently. All right, let's take one more before we call people bitches. So you guys better get your bitches together, okay? Boom. Internet. What's going on? What's your name? Where are you from?
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, this is Eric from Tennessee again, actually.
Oh, cool. What's happening?
Not much, man. I just listened to the stream, having a good time.
What are your thoughts on the topics at hand?
Actually, I'm kind of going to talk about that bound and tag assault option. I was thinking about it and thinking about like your Dragunov Jinpachi combo, like the 102 damage combo that you seem to be in love with.
Mm-hmm.
And it really applies one of the laws with that, and it's crush your enemy totally. Mm-hmm. And in that sense, if you get that 102 damage combo, and if you have the opportunity, you're going to stomp on them just to put it in their face, like, you can't escape this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm going to destroy you if you give me the opportunity. And I think it's really effective in the mind game part of it, because, yeah, if you pull off on one mistake, you pull off 102 to 110 damage combo,
mm-hmm.
and half their life is gone, and the match has just begun, that's a really big shock to the system for a person.
I agree.
That can really throw off their game for the rest of the match.
Mm-hmm.
But being a person that has in the last 2 days purchased an arcade stick and started using it,
mm-hmm.
it's also a really big crutch, and it makes me feel like I'm starting over. It's like, yeah, I did okay on pad, I can see the advantages of playing on a stick, but it's starting over, and I can see how people, if they were starting the game, that trying like, okay, I've learned the moves list for my character, okay, I have to start another moves list for someone else, and then I have to learn to put all of this together in one combo. That could seem almost too much for some person that's not really planning on taking the game seriously.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, man. I think the combo system is ridiculously unacceptable. I think it's unacceptable because how can you expect a new player to start playing Tekken Tag 2 and wrap their head around a concept like Tag Assault, where, earlier we were discussing whether or not we like it in the context of being top players. But think about it in the context of being brand new players.
Yeah.
It's like ridiculous. It's unacceptable to me. There's just so many variables. The concept of it alone doesn't really work in any environment except for a high-level environment. As a brand new player, it's useless. I mean, it's useless. This huge factor of the game is completely meaningless until you are at the level where you can begin to grasp what rage does and what maximum damage is. You have to at least comprehend these things. And, yeah, that's ridiculous to expect of people that they're never going to enter a tournament. You're just at a party and, people are playing it, or, you're at whatever, just you play it at some random place, or maybe you rent it or whatever. People are going to hate this game. The stupid lab fight mode is like, hey, check out this tag assault function. And it's like, I can only imagine what a new player thinks when they understand the combo system of the game. They're like, what the fuck is this? And then, God forbid, they play a player who knows what they're doing, where they hit one launcher and boom, you better sit back and relax and see how this system is supposed to work. It's very discouraging. I could see it being absolutely just bullshit for people. While Tekken Resolute, on the other hand, there is no bullshit. It's just, hit with as many things as you can hit with after you launch them. That's basically the rule of the combo system in that game. Take them as far as you can, hit them with as many hits. There's no other rules. There's no beginning, middle, end of a combo. So, yeah, I mean, it's arguable about that, but it seems like there is definitely some problem with Tekken Tag 2, and a lot of people say different shit. Some people say it's bloated. Some people say whatever. I personally, at this juncture, feel like it's the Tag Assault system. That's what my thoughts are on that. What the fuck are you clowns laughing at?
It's just something Kenny said in the chat.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Oh, I'm gonna
He's like, a party? Who the fuck plays Tekken at a party?
I thought of that because
then I get rejected and then I drink some more.
Let me tell you who plays at a party. Fucking Tidy Whitey told me the first time he ever played Tekken Tag 2 was at a party he went to with his girlfriend. They had a competition where the person who wins something wins this dope ass like big sausage platter. I didn't realize how funny that was until I said it right now. But it's one of those like Christmas time. They put cheese and sausages and shit. So he entered in a random tournament, didn't mention at all that he used to be a competitor, Tekken player, kicked the shit out of everyone at that party, pretty much cost Namco a sale for every person that played him that night, and then fucking walked away with a mouthful of sausage. So that's Kenny. Go fuck yourself. That's the kind of party that you can play Tekken at. Anyway, hey, dude. Thanks for calling again and being a civilized human. I appreciate that. I don't think he's on the call anymore. I didn't do that. He must have gotten cut off. But all right, that worked out decently. Do you guys have bitches for the week? And I also still have to announce the winner of the 8-arc. Dun, dun, dun. Where is the thing? 8-arc winner.
There you go.
Sorry, that was the one.
Yep.
Those are tight. Anyway, who are bitches?
Wait, you gonna give away the sticks first or after?
I guess I could give it away now. I already know who won it. It's funny because he was trolling me on the Twitter earlier about it. Some people are like, I hope I win. But it was only Striker fan. That guy won it.
Wow.
So
he just got to drive over to Super to pick it up, right?
No. If he lives in San Diego, he does.
Mm.
Where do you live, man? I hope he lives close by. But anyway,
he lives in San Diego.
Yeah. Anyway, only Striker fan won it. Congratulations. As I mentioned, 8-arc sent 2 more of their brand new arcade stick. I'm sorry, I forgot what it's called. Something about lights or LEDs or.
Oh, it's an awesome looking stick. I don't remember the name, but it looks really awesome.
Yeah, I have them sitting over there. So yeah, exactly. So congrats to that guy. He lives in Ohio. That's reasonable. I'll cover up to $20 of that to you. Congrats on that. Do you guys have bitches to call here?
I mean, Rick's is a bitch.
Yeah, everyone seems to think so. I think you're a huge bitch. Not in mass. You're a very small bitch, but in spirit, you are the biggest bitch.
Why did I get called a bitch?
Why did you raise your voice to such a high E right there?
Yeah, and also Ricky,
why
look,
am I a
Ricky,
bitch?
Ricky, you're a bitch because for the last 4 weeks I've been asking if you want to go and I offered a carpool, which I don't know if that's much of an offer. But anyway,
Nope,
you always
it's
say
not.
no, and then I don't go either, right? And then last week on the show you say yeah, by the way, everyone there is a bitch, blah blah blah, because I'm gonna go there next week, I'm gonna win, blah blah blah. And then at that point I should have known you were lying because you said you were gonna win. But anyway, so
Yeah.
last week comes by, and you don't go again. So you're still a bitch.
Well, I
And
had to,
Fortune Night on the
I had
show.
to, well,
Yeah,
I
you
had to
fucked
wake
up
up
so
early.
much earlier too. So
Well, okay, to that I had no control over. So Time Warner's a bitch for that.
I have Time Warner. They're
I have
perfect.
Time Warner.
There.
Perfect, dude.
There.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
exactly what they
whatever.
are,
Hurry
man.
up with your bitch calling, bitch.
Dude, I had to pick up my dog. He had surgery yesterday, so that was the last thing I wanted to do was go to Wednesday night fights when I had to wake up
Yeah.
ass early
Told
in the
you guys,
morning.
where my dog had surgery, where my leg's broken. Bitches.
That reminds me of that time that Jam Master John took his dog to have it put to sleep because it was too old, and that moron left his other dog in the car while he went and put his dog to sleep. And so his sister, everyone was all sad because it was emotional, they're putting their dog to sleep. And then they come outside and their other dog is dead.
Oh my god. Oh god.
John
makes
is a
me
piece of
sad.
shit.
What a moron, dude. It's exactly what you fucking deserve, dude. I mean, why would you leave your dog in the car? The other day I was outside the arcade, and this was when we were having that heat wave. You remember that heat wave we had? It was fucking hot. There was this guy getting a Subway sandwich, and his dog was in the car with the windows all the way up, and this dog was barking for its life. You could tell in its voice. It was barking. And I walked in there because the girl, that chick that works at the spa, the one that everyone's always oogling at. That girl came up to me and was like, hey, there's a fucking dog over there. And, it's stuck in the car. The owner must be an asshole. I think he's in Subway. So I ended up going in Subway and just yelling at everyone in the Subway, which one of you assholes does this dog belong to that's about to die? So this old fucking asshole just walked out and was like, oh, well, whatever, man. Sorry. It was only a minute. And I was like, man, that guy's a bitch. So that's my bitch calling. Anyway, so that was really funny, though, about John. I only laugh at that story because he's such an asshole. That guy totally deserves some bullshit like that. Not only because he's a moron, but because he's an asshole. Anyway. So you guys have anything else to add, or are we going to wrap this shit up? So many mistakes. So many mistakes.
You got it.
All right, internet, etc., etc., etc.